take like 1 more minute and finish dividing these into 2 categories. Just 2. 2 piles. 2 piles. Group it somehow. I have not given you any more information than that. No, it's okay. They can be on top of each other. That's totally fine. Because we're going to talk about it, and then y'all going to sort again. You also want your notebooks out. So those notebooks that you guys got yesterday, grab those. Because we're going to write a little bit. I'll get you one. Here you go, Jack. You're welcome. Anybody else not get a notebook? All right. What were your 2 categories? Graphs and not graphs? Graph v. no graph. What else did you do? What did you guys do? Graphs versus tables. Then you had a lot of unsorted, so you had more than 2 categories. Anybody do something that was not graphs and not graphs? That was it? Okay. What'd you guys do?
So we didn't say no graphs specifically.
Yeah.
But we said graphs and what else you find graphs.
Okay. Graphs and like plots. Absolutely fine. Looking at it a slightly different way. Totally cool. Is that what you guys did too? What'd you do? Line and not line. See, I was hoping somebody would do that. So you can look at those and you can do line or not a line. Totally fine. I did not tell you what to sort by. I was letting you guys try and spot a pattern here. What we're going to talk about, and then we're going to resort using the rules we talk about is I want you to open up your books to page 3, and you'll have a picture that looks like this. Yours just will be in black and white, not blue. And it always helps when I remember to bring my proper definitions with me. All right, so this is an obnoxious visual aid called a Frayer map. I hate them, but we're going to use it. It's just blanks to fill in a weird way. So what we're going to talk about is the word in the middle, which you have heard before, a guarantee it. Functions. We've talked about functions before. Does anyone remember what a function is? It's like an Algebra 1, early Algebra 2 word. It's not an equation, but it is kind of related to. It is a, it's like the technical word is it's a relation. Where each input has one output. Or the other way to think of it is each x goes to only one y. So there's a few different ways you can check for it. So the characteristics, that's what this blurry word up here says, characteristics on a graph it passes the vertical line test. Do you remember what that means when it passes? How many times does it go through? 1 time only. I'm going to write it out. Vertical. Hey, I think I spelled it right. Line test. Those of you that are new, if you see me spell a word wrong, you're probably right, and feel free to tell me. Spelling is not my forte. Spelling is a suggestion. If y'all understand what I mean, it's close enough. So graphs pass the vertical line test. If it's an equation, it can be written as a y equals. So not y squared equals, not anything else kind of wonky with it. It's got to be a y equals. Then it's going to be a function. It might not be written like that on the card, but it will be solvable to there. And then our last one that we have here is the tables or the maps. So the ones that look like grids, these guys, and the ones that are the two ovals that when I draw them kind of look like eyeballs, those mean the same things. It's inputs and outputs, it's X's and Y's. On either one of these, what we're looking for is no repeats in the X column or the input column. X is your input, Y is your output. Okay, so those are the rules and how we look for things, function versus non-function. So then I want you to go back through those cards and see if we can sort them into piles of function or not a function. And we'll take more time on this one. Okay, so we're not just looking for a slapdash short. I want you guys to look through and see if we can figure out which ones are functions and which ones are not functions. And if you have any that like you want to keep copies of or whatever, you can put examples down here. I'm never going to check it. It's intending for you to put examples on this side and not examples on this side. I find these tables obnoxious, but that's just me. Okay, so sort them function and non-function. We'll talk through them before the end of the period. So you guys have about 10 minutes to sort them, and then we'll talk it through, and then we'll be done. So 10 minutes to sort it into function and not a function. You have 3 tests up here.